Take a seat. Take a seat. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Take a seat. Take a seat. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Take a seat. Take a seat. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CaliSports Edition. I'm Julian Andrews.
And I'm Donnie Nasri. We first want to talk about the Los Angeles Rams, who are actually in London right now getting ready for their game on Sunday against the New York Giants. It's going to be the 16th International Series game in the UK and the first NFL game to be played in Twickenham. So how do you think the Rams are going to do in London against the Giants?
I feel the Rams, they need this win. Coming off that horrible loss in Detroit with Case Keenum making history, I feel like Todd Gurley needs to break off, have his season-high game, reach a 100-yard plateau on the ground for the first time this season. And plus Case Keenum just tearing up this New York Giants defense because they're 22nd in the league in pass defense and 12th in rush. So I feel if Case Keenum goes long, finds Kenny Britt, Brian Quick, Tavon, Todd Gurley will break off, get loose, shake the secondary, get in the end zone, and it'll be turned up in London.
Okay, and now on to the Chargers, who have been experiencing a lot of bad luck this season with injuries, losing Keenan Allen and Danny Woodhead in the first 2 weeks. They beat the Broncos last week. So how do you think they're going to perform against the Falcons this week?
I feel like last week was that momentum game. It was Coach Mike McCoy was in the hot seat. He felt pressure. The players felt pressure from their constant blunders throughout the week. Phillip Rivers putting pressure on them, but also letting the team know that Kansas City Chiefs made that same run last year. They started off slow, but picked it up. And that's what the Chargers are. But they're going in facing the Atlanta Falcons, who's on fire. They're mad about the non-PI call against Sherman. So I feel the Chargers will have a battle, but will lose. But it'll be a close game. Maybe a 3-6 point game. Or it might be an upset. Who knows? But I like the Chargers. They're looking good, showing some upside.
With another California team on the road, Dodgers are facing Game 6 in Chicago. After allowing 18 runs in the last 2 home games, how do you think they're going to respond?
I feel the Dodgers are going to show some energy and bring that energy with Clayton Kershaw on the mound. I feel like it's going to be similar to Game 2 when he pitched 84 pitches, went 7 innings, struck out 6 batters. I feel like we'll see that consistency. But the question is, will we have the bullpen? And just like Game 2, we used Jansen for 2 innings. If we just use those 2 pitchers, Kershaw and Jansen, contain the Cubs' bats, I think the Dodgers will force a Game 7, and who knows what will happen from there.
And now to basketball, with a huge night for the LA Sparks winning their 3rd championship in franchise history since 2002. It was a back-and-forth game that went down to the wire. There was some drama after the game with Cheryl Reeve versus the referees. What do you think about that?
I agree with Cheryl Reeve on that because it was a shot clock violation. As the replay shows, the ball was still in Nneka's hands. But it's not the Sparks' fault, nor is it the coach's fault. I feel like the refs, they made mistakes. They're human. But that wasn't the deciding factor of the game. Those 2 points didn't give the Sparks 75 in one possession. But I do get what she's saying. The refs, they need to be more tedious in their job. Focus on the simple calls like 8 seconds, shot clock violations, inbound passes, just little things I feel will tighten up the game and make everyone on both parties happy.
And what do you think of Candace Parker's impact in the game? What do you think about that?
I feel Candace came out motivated in Game 5. She knew she needed it. She knew her team needed her, and she delivered. And making it her first finals double-double makes it even more impressive with Magic Johnson right courtside, encouraging, cheering her on, just being the ultimate motivator to push her and push the team to get over a great Minnesota Lynx team.
We both want to congratulate the Sparks on their big win and bringing the championship back home to LA. Now on to the Lakers. They kick off their season on October 26th against the Rockets. It'll be their first game without Kobe since the 1996 season. How do you think Luke's system would turn the Lakers franchise around?
I feel Luke's system, looking at preseason, the players like playing with Luke because he's a young coach. He knows the lingo. He knows what these young players want, and that's to play fast, get shots up, be loose. And having a young point guard with D'Angelo Russell leading, that's all where you're running. He's finding people. So I feel the Lakers, they need time to adjust, find their identity, find what makes them strong, and especially find themselves after the post-Kobe era. Because it's no Kobe on the court, no one dominating the ball, no one calling for it, no Black Mamba with the grit. So let's see who steps up. I'm hoping it's Jordan Clarkson.
And also, do you think Luke will be bringing some of the tactics they used for the Warriors to the Lakers?
I believe so. I feel like it'll be a lot of motion, a lot of ball screens, weaving, and on defense, maybe a lot of switching, just like you see with Clay, Steph, and Draymond. But we'll see, because the Lakers, they do have some athletic guys on the perimeter and in the paint.
And the Clippers' first game is on October 27th. They will be playing the Trailblazers, who were the ones that eliminated them from the playoffs last year. How do you think the Clippers are going to respond?
I feel it's going to be a lot of energy in the Moda Center that night, just because of how that series ended. Chris Paul breaking his hand and Blake Griffin going out with a quad hamstring injury. Phil and Austin Rivers just balling after suffering that laceration to his face. So I feel like the Blazers, they're a up-and-coming team. Damian Lillard has something to prove again, like he always does. CJ McCollum. But I feel like the Clippers, they'll still be the same. They just need to find their identity, incorporate the bench, the new guys into it, get the veterans situated solid, get Mo Spates hitting shots like he did with Golden State. And who knows? We'll see. But it will be a good one for sure.
Do you think they have a chance of winning against Lillard and CJ McCollum?
I do. I feel like they do have a chance if they stick to their identity, meaning running their little pick and roll with Chris Paul, Blake, finding JJ weak side for threes, DJ for dunks, and just staying composed in that hostile arena.
And we want to thank you for watching CaliSports edition of S&E World.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.